Wah, gimana nih bos?
Di BBC World News baru selesai wawancara radio dengan Victoria, sangat menarik. Kita fokus kepada Indonesia di dunia dekarbonisasi, sedikit mengenai politik, IKN, tentunya bola, termasuk Oxford United. Jadi seru tadi.
Let's talk about a new project which has been underway for some years now, the Nusantara Sustainability Hub, which I believe the Bakri Group is a part of. If you may briefly explain to our listeners, what is that?
Yeah, first of all, Indonesia again is proud to have, I would say, possibilities in helping the world in decarbonization. Because we say that, look, around us we have all the biodiversity, such as the forests, peatland, mangroves, but below the ground we have a lot of critical minerals such as nickel, copper that can be processed for electrification, for example, and also above the ground just renewable energy potential such as solar, wind, geothermal, and what have you. But all of that is nice and good unless you have a nice human resource to support it. You have knowledge base to do it. So Nusantara Sustainability Hub is essentially a hub in our new capital in Borneo to combine the best academic institutions with government institution, in this case Indonesia, and also private sector such as ourselves. We partner with a lot of people and we think that Indonesia should be the mecca of decarbonization. So that's just one of our initiatives to support that belief.
And how are you going about that decarbonization idea or the plans?
So number one, Indonesia is focused on electrification because we have the raw materials below the ground. But the second thing also, Indonesia is taking a very proactive role in this decarbonization with renewable energy because we can and we have the resources to do it. And also, if you think about carbon capture with the forests and then the blue carbon ecosystems such as peatland and mangroves, we can actually storage a lot of the CO2 for the world. And this is something that we're, again, proud of, despite that our CO2 emission per person per year is well below average of the world. We're doing about 2 tons per person per year as opposed to average 4, and then developing country can be 10 to 20. But we think this is one of the way that Indonesia can shine in the future. We have this Indonesia reaching golden era by 2045, 100 years anniversary of the independence. So we think that's how Indonesia will be known as the mecca of decarbonization.
On a lighter note, you do love your sport. You are co-owner of Oxford United, which is a team here in England, but you're also involved with the Indonesian Olympic team. Obviously, the Olympics are just only a few weeks away. You are the chef de mission. What is it about sport and what it does for a country or for people that attracts you to this?
I believe sports is, of course, healthy and also can be a healthy relationship between people to people. You mentioned about Oxford United. It is a showing that when 2 countries work together, in this case Indonesian with Vietnamese and Thailand investors as well, and the UK work together, we can bring a club in League One to Championship League after 25 years in waiting, and we hope to do well. And also for the Olympics, it is quote-unquote the holy grail of sports. It also means that it brings a lot of people together around the world. And the world needs this more than ever, with a lot of geopolitical tensions between the West and China, and in the Middle East, Eastern Europe, and tension also now in East Asia. I think trying to put together all these people with 10,000 athletes qualified from close to 200 nations, I think it's going to be a beautiful thing happening in July. And for me to be chef de mission from Indonesia, and hopefully with 29 athletes trying to win more golds than before, I think it is something that we take very seriously and with enthusiasm.
If I may just lastly ask you, what is the one sport or genre from the Indonesian team you're looking most forward to, and hopefully you'll win more goals, as you say?
Thank you, Victoria. Number 1, badminton, and number 2, speed climbing. It is the first ever competed sports in the Olympics, and of course we want our weightlifting also to do well. But again, these are 3 out of 12 sports that we compete with, but those 3 are the ones with most potential.